Hey everyone, how you doing? We're back with some more Metroid Fusion, getting more things done. It feels good to be back. I'm sure I'm not recording this too far from the first part. I'm still playing this live. We're still kicking butt, and we have the charge beam, so everything's fine. Today we're just going to be exploring Sector 2, and hopefully not encountering, as Adam calls it, the SAX. That is not what needs to happen. We can start talking about things I didn't talk about the last part, like how this soundtrack is amazing. Like, especially if you're playing like with headphones on, you can feel like the crunchy like explosions and stuff. It's really nice. Anyways, I hope y'all are doing good today. I'm feeling good. I got some Kool-Aid. This game is so cool that I need some help to be cool, so I got the Kool-Aid right next to me. I'm gonna need it when I mess up. But we're on our way to get the first security lock. We're gonna need it because we need to go to the data room and, download some more data so Samus can, do her thing. The Federation is helping Samus, which is nice. And I don't think Adam wants us to unlock all of them, which is fine. I get it. They don't want us to see sensitive information. They don't want us to see their social security number. I wouldn't either, but I wouldn't leave it on this BSL station, so that's on them. What does it even stand for? Doesn't it stand for Biological Space Station Laboratory? More like Bull Snizen Losers. I don't know. I didn't want to cuss there, but a lot of people actually get confused on this sector. It's either this sector or Sector 3. But a lot of people get confused in these couple parts, like when they're trying to battle this boss that's going to be coming up that gives you a power-up, which I didn't mention last part. The cool thing about Fusion, which most people already know, that most bosses in this game, I'm pretty sure all of them do, every time you fight them, they're actually showing you what power-up you're going to be getting. And that is a cool design. I don't know how most people feel about it. I think it's cool. I know like a lot of people didn't like it in Prime 2 because it feels like it's limiting them. I know people didn't like the Boost Guardian or the Spider Guardian, which they all are for the Morph Ball, which is funny because everyone loves the Metroid Prime Morph Ball and how it controls, but they don't like the bosses in Prime 2. But this game does the same thing. I think this game did it first. I'm pretty sure. But it's a pretty cool thing. So, like, if you're fighting a boss, like the one we fought last part, the very first one, he gave you the Morph Ball, and he span around like he was spin dashing, like he was Sonic the Hedgehog, but he wasn't. So, but it was cool, and I think that's really neat. And hopefully we don't, again, run into the SAX. That is not what we need to do. We need to find out where to go. I guess I'm getting lost. This is what happens when you don't practice. You just get lost around here. There's a save right here if you need to save. Make sure you save your game. I mean, you never know when you're going to die. And I mean, I'm not, because I'm being ballsy and I'm taking huge risk out here. Because, why not? Why not live dangerously? No one else is going to do it, so I got to do it. I mean, that's what Samus would do. Samus would go the whole game without saving. Even though probably Adam will tell you to save. But I'm going to say, I like saving at the end of every part, knowing that I'm going to finish. So, but yeah, again, if you're using it as a guide, this is the easiest way. I'm going to make it easy as possible to follow and, get the most heals and upgrades without really backtracking, which really, I think this is not for 100%ing. This is probably the worst game 100%, but not 100%ing. This is the best game to explore and re-explore and backtrack, because you're going to be exploring all these sectors like 2 or 3 times at most. So, you're going to be coming back to these places anyways, and it's nice. But really the main thing is you got to get so many power bombs in this game. That's what kills it for people. Someone's always missing a power bomb expansion. And you'll never need that many power bombs in this game or any of the GBA Metroid games, really. I mean, you kind of need them in Super, but once you got enough, you don't have to worry about it. But we're flying by through this, which is nice. It's gotta be it can't be a Metroid Fusion playthrough without playing it fast. I am trying to beat it under 2 hours. This way this playthrough isn't 2 hours long. But, we are getting there. Don't want to get lost. And this room. We'll go back to that later. But we need to get to the right room. When I was a kid, I would always take the pathways that you didn't need to take. And, I guess I just like wasting time. And I think I'm wasting time here. I don't think there's anything here. There's a save here. See, that was important. You need to know that save is there. And that's why I got the Kool-Aid, because, again, I'm not acting cool when I save my game. So, hopefully we could, progress. I think we have to go up. If not, I gotta go down. That's how it normally goes. You either go up or you go down. And speaking of exploration, that is a problem that some people have with this game. They think it pretends to be a Metroidvania when it's not. And there are some like what the heck moments this game does show, but I feel like every Metroid game does that. Like I remember in Super Metroid, after you beat Ridley, you just have to go against the wall and go left to like leave Ridley to go to Mother Brain. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, that's kind of like a what the heck moment. I just think there's more in Fusion than there is in any other Metroid game. And that might be another reason why people don't like this Metroid game. But right here, you could go down in a path, and it's wasting your time, but this is the right way. You get this free energy tank, and then you get to fight the next boss. And I'm glad because you get the, well, we'll find out when we fight him, but you do get 2 power-ups here. And I'm really glad they combined both because even though I liked it in Super Metroid, it was kind of optional in that game. But this one's going to be... Ooh, a pogo stick. He loves jumping around. That's his thing. Kind of gives you a clue what you're going to get, but this man loves jumping. And he loves having a good time. He looks really weird. It kind of looks like one of like a slinky. If you didn't have the eyeball, you just slink it up and down, but a pogo stick is probably the more accurate thing to say. And I don't even know why the Fed or the X mimicked this thing or where the Federation even found this thing. Is this thing an SR-388 or in a different ecosystem or a different planet? We'll never know. I know when we fight the guy that gives you the speed booster, Seraph, I think Adam talks about him and where he's from. I mean, he's definitely a monster that lives in the sea. And there we go. The X-Core is out here. So when we see that, I think Adam will tell us where it's from. But we don't know where this thing is from. And it's gone and it's dead. And here we go. We got the high jump and the jump ball. I love the jump ball. And I love that this game gives it to you when you get the high jump boots as well. It's not a separate power-up. And I think in Zero Mission they do the same thing. And in Dredge. Or maybe Dredge gives you high jump automatically. It's been a while for me. I'd have to replay it. And I am sucking right here. There we go. But now that we have high jump boots, we pretty much can jump. We got the Jordans. We can pretty much jump wherever we want to go. And that's a good thing. Because we need to get out of here and talk to Adam. And whoa. Feels like things are different. Maybe? No, that's for later. We need to go left. I think I heard an explosion or something. Oh, God. Things are getting destroyed? Oh, no. Has to be someone that's in full power. Oh, we're in this room again. Oh, hey, how you doing? Adam told me not to fight this thing, so we are not going to fight this thing. It will dominate you, especially if you're playing on the harder difficulty. But honestly, once you encounter the SAX, it's really not that bad. It's easy to manipulate its AI, but I do love the sounds it makes with its footsteps. And you can hear the heartbeat. It's really a nice attention to detail. I still think the SAX is like a better encounterment than what they have in Dredge with the Emmys. I mean, the Emmys are cool. Maybe it's because there's too many of them. That's what I think, but I think the SAX has that pose. It shows up always at the right time. I think it only shows up like 3 more times after this before you fight it. Spoiler warning, you are going to fight the SAX. And it will be glorious because we will destroy it. And thankfully, the SAX is making it easier for us. He put all these platforms here for us. And again, like Fusion's showing its story and its power-ups through the enemies. It also does it through the level design because later on when we revisit this place, these shells or whatever will crack open and bugs will come out of them. And that's really cool. Like right now they're helping you, but later on there'll be an enemy when you come back. And there'll be more like, the environment will look different. There'll be more plant life than it normally did in the facility, which is really cool. Like I think every sector does that. We go to a sector where it's like cold, and I think you have the Vario suit by then, but before then I think you fight like an X that mimics the cold. I don't want to spoil too much. You never know, this could be someone's first time. Like my co-host, the man that has never beaten a Metroid game, and he uses these playthroughs as a basis. But man, all these little bugs that got frozen by, I think the SAX did this. I think he froze them with the ice beam. I could be wrong. But let's get out of this sector. We don't need to be here anymore after I get this missile expansion, which I'm trying to get early. Trying to get all of them as early as possible, because when I'm not using the charge beam, I love spamming missiles, especially when we get the super missiles. And we are on our way to get them, I'm pretty sure. And that's cool. That's another thing I like about this. I mean, I prefer the missiles being different, but it's cool that Fusion combined the missiles and super missiles. Again, another change with Super Metroid, but I get it, they're on the GBA. But if it was like a SNES controller, I would love for it to have multiple buttons because it makes the game feel more complicated than it actually is. But maybe it's just because I like pressing more buttons. Anyways, we're on our way to Sector 4. It seems that they're having a water problem at Sector 4. Something's going on. And don't worry, that's our job. We're here to fix things. We're here to save the BSL station. We're going through it, dealing with it. The SAX, an enemy with my strongest abilities. But does it have reason? Probably not. It's just a killing machine. In my current state, I can't face it head on. The SAX is me, only heartless. I must stop it before it becomes too powerful. That is right, Samus. I mean, she's letting you know. Like, imagine if Samus was the SAX. I mean, if you think about it, Samus was the SAX in Metroid 2. I mean, she just slaughtered, exterminated the entire species except for one in Metroid 2. So, I mean, that's one thing the SAX and Samus have in common. I mean, she was a ruthless killing machine in Metroid 2. And this is my favorite early game sector before we get the Varia suit, because we're on our way to get the speed booster, my favorite item in the Metroid universe. I love the speed booster, love going fast, and I love shine sparking. And they made it really easy in this game to shine spark. You know, it's not. I mean, it is easy in Super Metroid as well, but I know a lot of people say that they don't like the shine spark in Super Metroid. Even though I love storing a shine spark and then holding the right bumper and then making Samus diagonal shine spark, because she'll still gain like the horizontal distance, so it's nice. But it's simple. Our objective is to kill the boss in this sector. It's causing havoc. We also got to drain the water level, and we're here to do that for Adam. We're gonna save the day. We are solving problems. Samus Aran, instead of being a dynasty lady, she is now problem solver 101. But I know a lot of people get stuck here too. It's weird, but when I see people play Fusion the first time, they get confused. Which once you know it, again, it's obvious. Once you know it in the Metroidvania, it's easy. But it really is for this in this particular sector, because this sector is pretty straightforward. And we're gonna get the energy tank first, and then we're gonna go around, and we're gonna get a couple missiles on the way. I think I already have like a route mind in my head, unless I get lost. I could just be talking fully to myself and getting lost, but maybe not. And we don't have single scaling wall jumps, so I have to like use the wall jump like intended. And thankfully in Zero Mission they let you single scale wall jump. It isn't as easy. I know a lot of people say Super Metroid's hard, but I think once you understand Super Metroid's wall jump, it is so easy and forgiving. I feel like Zero Mission is not. It is easy to learn, but the timing has to be like perfect. It's like a rhythm game. You gotta like press the buttons in the right sequence multiple times. But you can still wall jump on both walls, but in that game as well. But you can also single scale wall jump. You can in this game, and you can in Dread. So I guess that's one thing the sequel has in common with its predecessors. They both don't like single scale wall jump, which is shocking. If they ever do make another 2D Metroid game, whenever it comes out, maybe they'll have single scale wall jump. And, you know, maybe Samus can transform into a Metroid again. That'd be nice. And oh no, I'm falling. And the water. I actually think the water physics are pretty cool in this game. I know they're not broken like they were in Super Metroid, but they are pretty cool. And, you know, the wildlife too here. I love when you kill like the fish and then they combine into other fish like this. But we're going to quickly take care of him. That's why we got the missiles. And we're not actually getting the super missiles yet. I gotta get the speed booster first, so I got it mixed up. I guess the super missiles will be after we kill this boss, and hopefully I can two-shot it. I probably won't. I am playing on a controller, like I think I said in the first part, and I just noticed that my A button is lacking behind. I press it and it likes to stick to it a little bit. Maybe I've used it too much. It is a classic SNES controller. I do have a spare, but for this game, you only need 2 buttons. You don't need all 4, so maybe I need to configure it after I complete this part of the game or this part of the section. If it becomes too much problem. If not, we could just say I'm bad and move on, you know? So we got that energy tank, which is nice. And you may think it's the way to go, but you actually have to go down to go up, if that makes sense. And it's nice that the game gives you a save point, too, so you can move up. Again, we're fixing problems here at the BSL station. When you really think about it, Samus is being the janitor. I mean, we're just helping out here. Sharing is caring. These are hard times. We all need some help. So, it's nice. Oh. And you know what? I actually really like the music coming up for this boss. It sounds like you're in a party or whatever. Like it's the mid-late 80s or early 90s and you're just in a cool jamming party, having a good time with your friends. I mean, I know that's not the thing to say when something's trying to kill you. But since I already pretty much said it, since we are getting the speed booster, the boss will be speed boostering on us. And maybe that's how the Chozo got the speed booster and gave it to them, to their warriors, and like adapt it to their armor, because Samus gets the speed booster in Zebus in Super Metroid. She doesn't get it from an enemy. So maybe when they went to SR388, they found Seraph in the water and its speed booster, and they captured, maybe there's more than one, they captured one and took its ability. And I just went to the ROM room. All you have to do is literally just go over here again. Yeah, you could shoot or whatever and it won't mark it, but you just shoot the wall and then you just go forward, and then to the left is where we're supposed to deactivate the water, but we need the speed booster first to do that. But yeah, I'm guessing that's how they got it, and that's how I'm thinking they got a lot of stuff, the Chozo. I mean, the Federation gives Samus ice missiles in this game, but like the beams and all that, they've had to get it to an enemy or they made it themselves. I mean, I guess it is canon that they made the Metroid, so, you know, makes sense. And I guess how they absorb health and stuff. And I am just messing this part up. Maybe I should just concentrate some more and get this right, because I mean, I was fumbling the bag right there. Not a shocker, me fumbling the bag. Look at my other Metroid playthroughs. A true speedrunner, a true Metroid fan would have already beaten the game by now. And you see there is a save point right here, so you can save, you know, your game before you fight the boss. And again, Fusion storytelling, I love it. They show you the bones of the monster you're going to be fighting. You thought this is where the monster and the boss fight would be, but nope. The X took it out and absorbed it. So now it's an X parasite, and it's not messing around. But this boss is really easy. The charge beam is your best friend here. I see people use missiles when they first play, but this charge beam, if I don't mess this up, I should be able to 2 or 3 shot it. But this A button is giving me a little bit of trouble. I'm not trying to give any excuse for me playing bad, but maybe I am. And here he is, the screeching too. And there he is, speed booster. I love they call it the speed booster too. Man, hey, how you doing? How you like this charge beam in your face? Got him. It's going fast. Ooh, dodged in there. I messed that up. Should have got him right there. But I love the music. It's jamming. It's cooking. I recommend everyone listening to Fusion soundtrack like on their own time. Like if you're just like playing a game or whatever, just have it playing in the background while you're playing like a multiplayer game. I know a lot of people like listening to videos and stuff while they play games and stuff. It's really relaxing. So give that a recommendation instead of watching my loser video. Dang, I messed that up. It hit the back of him. I am struggling with this boss. I might have to reconfigure my controls because I try to let go of the A and it just hold on for a little bit longer, but that's fine. Maybe I'll get him here, or I can mess that up. Oh, like how I said, I'll have an easy time with this guy, and I'm not. I guess you can see him change color. He does change color when you hit him a lot, so that's cool. Normally I don't get to see that. And there we go. Now we just got to get the core and dominate that thing right there. This should be a breeze. So I actually, when I was a kid, I really struggled killing these things, and sometimes the boss wouldn't even be the problem, like the Nightmare. I know a lot of people say that Nightmare is a really hard boss. Spoiler warning, sorry. But I would have an easy time with them, but the X, maybe it's because the boss will whittle me down, but these X cores will always dominate me. And we got the speed booster power. We have regained it. Maybe I no longer need the Kool-Aid to help me be cool, because now I can go fast. And I believe if you don't absorb the ability that you get from the X, they can return back to a core. Or I could be wrong on that. And I actually got stuck here my very first time playing the game. I don't know why I did, but I thought I had to I thought I had to get the speed booster up top and then shine spark in the bottom, and that is not. It's really simple. You just go far left and go far right, and you can fall down. And we're back in this room where I got that missile earlier. So we just got to get out of it. And there's a save right here if you need to save. Again, saving your game is important. It's pretty important. You never know what could happen. Batteries die. Power goes out. You drop your handheld. You drop your phone or your analog pocket. That's something I want. I want an analog pocket so I can play games. like real games on a cartridge, on like a handheld, but the analog pocket is way too expensive. Anywho's, we need to deactivate the water or lower it. We need to fix it, basically. I don't know why I'm rambling, but we need to do what Adam needs us to do. We killed the boss, and now we have the ability to lower the water here. Because, you know, we ain't got the gravity suit, the best suit ever. We need one of those. It's pretty heavy in here. Hopefully we can find a gravity suit later. This is another part where I got stuck for no reason. I don't know why I thought I had to go on the bottom. But you don't. You can just keep shooting and boom, just speed booster right on through. And deactivate the water. Or lower it. Sorry, gotta lower it. You know, these electrical outlets, I guess they're just really messing us up. You know, let the water lower a little bit. And yet, I'm still falling to get hurt. I try to be patient, I still get hurt. But hey, the game gives us a free missile for our efforts. Really appreciate it. And now our objective is to leave the sector. We don't really need to do anything else. Again, me being a dummy, I love exploring. When I really didn't need to be here, I just had to go back. I don't know, I guess I'm just so used to Super Metroid, and when I played Zero Mission as a kid, I pretty much was allowed to go wherever I want, unintentionally. Like, if you watch my playthrough on this channel, I go to Ridley a different way without needing the super missiles and fighting that bug. I like fighting that bug last, but yeah, I played Zero Mission first before I played this game, because this game kicked my butt. But use the speed booster, boom, speed booster, get this other missile expansion on our way out. And since there's no run button, you just hold the D-pad left and right. I know a lot of people, older people, say they don't like it, but I know like a lot of people that are introduced to the new Metroid games, they actually like it being simpler. They think it's more comfortable for them instead of holding on a run button. Which is, again, I use that Redux version of Super Metroid, so I show that off. And I feel like that's a good version to get to. But honestly, the original Super Metroid is the best version. You could do more tricks with the original than you can in Redux or any other version. And oh, the X-Transform, let's take care of him. We don't want to deal with his problems. That's why we got missiles. And maybe next time we'll get super missiles. I can't believe I got that mixed up, but you know what? It's all good. I was jumping the gun. Hopefully I don't do it again. I don't want to disappoint y'all. I know y'all were expecting me to somehow break the game and get super missiles, but I didn't. So let's talk to Adam and let's see what else he wants us to do, because we're cleaning up the BSL station, plowing through it. Yes, so Sirius had been infected by the X. Yep, and we recovered another ability. That's right. You know, we are definitely not ready to face the XCX. Ooh, there we go. Another data room. Oh, yeah. I like how he doesn't want you to unlock level 4 locks. Again, want to avoid sensitive areas. You don't want to find, you know, two XCXs snuggling or something, you know. Totally, we're not doing anything dangerous in the BSL station. We're here to just save the day and fix problems. But we're going to Sector 3. That's nice. We're going to a new sector. That's fantastic. Good. Now we can get what I promised. And that's probably what we're going to do next time. Go to Sector 4, get the super missiles, and hopefully, you know, save the day, take out the SAX, and then leave this place. We're totally not going to be here forever. Again, it's a biological space laboratory. I think we're going to be okay. The scientists will come back and we'll be fine. And now we can just speed booster on through everything. I love it. Feels good. And I love holding a Shine Spark and then just going down this elevator. It's nice. It's really comfortable. We got some stuff done today. Next time when we come back, we'll be exploring Sector 3, unlocking the door, and getting super missiles. And hopefully doing some other stuff. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll catch y'all later. Peace. Have a great rest of your day. Oh yeah, you thought I was done. Just want to let y'all know that all toasters don't toast, so make sure yours does. See y'all later.